Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Saw Bad Boys Ride or Die tonight. Now, maybe you fine folks can help me in the comments if you want to. This is Mike's Instant Movie Review. Was this the third Bad Boys movie? Was it the fourth? I feel like I'm missing a giant chunk of the storyline here, the origins or something. I'll be honest, I think the only previous Bad Boys movie I saw in the theater, I thought was the second one. I thought that was maybe 2005 to 2010-ish. And no, I'm not Googling because I'm talking to you fine folks. But there was all these things. Should you see this movie? Should you not? If you're a Bad Boys fan, yeah, go ahead and see it. If you're not, I guess I'm not. I don't know. I feel like I'm out of the loop. I thought I was in the loop. I'm out of the loop. I don't know if this is a must-see. I don't think your life is going to be changed for the better or for the worse by seeing this movie. I don't think this is going to be like some cultural iconic film that everyone cares about. It's a popcorn movie. It's a go see it, have a good time movie. There was other people in the theater tonight, Wednesday night, kind of a preview night. Many people were in the theater. People were hijinksing. People were clapping. People were laughing. I feel like other people enjoyed the movie more than I did, and I feel that I missed something. I feel like I missed a sequel, and I had a similar feeling, okay, when I saw the Scream movie, was it 2020 or 2021, that came out, and I felt like, okay, who are these younger people? Because I was used to the Courtney Cox, variant, like that segment of the Scream universe. And all these new assholes were in there, and I just didn't realize how these people worked together or didn't work together. So I guess I'll get into some spoilers here for this movie, Bad Boys Ride or Die. And what happened with sequels? Like, are they too good now to put a 2 or a 3 or a 4? Is that passé? The other thing I hate with sequels is when they just give the name of the sequel the exact same name of the first movie. I'm trying to think of an example, but I know that happened at least once where there's a new movie out. It's a fucking sequel. I think Scream. I think one of the Scream movies, they just called it Scream again. But how can you do that? How can you have two movies in the same franchise that have the exact same title without a nice number? If you're going to do a sequel, give me a fucking number. I mean, if you have to do the Roman numerals thing to be a pretentious asshole, go right the fuck ahead. But at least give me some number or something. Okay? So with this, I'm watching this film, it's loud, it's crash, it's this, and there's this whole storyline of the wheel. I guess, first things first, folks, was this a mistake in the movie or did I mishear something? There's a scene, if you've seen this movie by now, early on, if you haven't seen the movie, go see the movie, come back, watch the rest of the review. But basically, the Martin Lawrence character, let's say Lawrence, that's a good name, Lawrence. The Martin Lawrence character is hospitalized. He's like in a coma, or he has like a fucking cardiac arrest or some shit. Then he has like this dream and he sees Joe Pantalone in some type of heaven-esque purgatory. Then he comes back to life and he's basically escapes from the hospital room. And his buddy, played by Will Smith, I thought the Will Smith character was named Mike. But Will Smith's character, Will Smith, goes out in the hallway to chase after his buddy that just escaped from the hospital room, and he calls out, Mike! So that would mean the Martin Lawrence character is named Mike. Did I hear that properly? Because watching the movie, it seemed like, what was the Martin Lawrence's character? Marcus. Martin Lawrence is playing Marcus. This really threw me off base. So if you saw this movie, did you catch this? Am I the only one? Did he say something like, it's Mike, like I'm Mike, I am calling to you, my friend Marcus, it's Mike, it's me. I thought he said Mike, like calling out to his buddy, Martin Lawrence character, Martin Lawrence's apostrophe S's character, saying Mike. But Will Smith was playing Mike. So did you catch this? Did you not? I mean, this really threw me for a fucking ride because now I'm thinking, did I mishear something? What's going on? Did this movie really go through all those studios and all those screenings and all those advanced screenings and editors with this mistake in tow? Is that possible? I mean, anything's fucking possible. I mean, you go back to like the Romans and the Gladiator movies wearing like Rolex watches and so forth. So I don't know. I don't know the answer because I'm probably not going to go see this movie again just to find out. But if you find folks haven't seen the movie yet, or if you have, if you remember this moment, like I said, it's when Marcus escapes from the hospital room. He goes out to get the elevator, and Will Smith's character says, Mike, but did he say something besides that? Did he say, it's me, Mike, or whatever the fuck? Anyway, all this stuff about the Will Smith character having this son, was it Antonio? So I guess there's some Spaniard lady who's the mother of this fully grown man at this point. And so now it's like a redemption story. So I guess there was some sequel that I didn't see, or I don't remember, of the Will Smith character's son being a real bad boy, like being a criminal. And now this chick is blaming him, I think, for Joey Pants's death. And I don't know who the fuck any of these people are. So that's why I'm feeling, did I miss one movie? Did I miss two? You know, what did I miss? Because we're having flashbacks in this movie to movies I haven't seen or don't recall seeing. Maybe I've crossed over into another Mandela effect, folks. I just don't fucking know. And what else? You know, sometimes these movies feel like, okay, this is an excuse to give Joey Pants and Martin Lawrence a paycheck. Like all these actors whose careers have gone nowhere, let's write them a nice big check. It kind of feels like an act of charity from Will Smith. Now, the big funny moment that's going to be meme-worthy and all that horse shit, and I'm sure everyone's fiddle-fucking themselves about this by now, is that there is a reference to the slap. You know, late in the movie, our buddy Mike, played by Will Smith, he's kind of having like a fucking midlife crisis, I guess. Like he doesn't have his groove on, he doesn't have a swashbuckle on, he's not taking the shot, as they say so many times, to kill the bad guy and to rescue his wife. He's tentative, and basically he's kind of daydreaming in the middle of all this action, and he gets a big slap across the face from Martin Lawrence, and the audience that I was with tonight popped, meaning they cheered, ah! And then basically they milk it for all it's worth because Martin slaps him several more times, and it's a nice little reference, you know, thinly disguised, to real life events. You know, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock across the face at the Oscars, I guess 2 or 3 years ago at this point. That was fun. You know, I don't know. I mean, I think other people will probably like this movie more than I did because I just felt like I was confused, trying to figure out what he said at the elevator, trying to like understand, did I miss a movie? What's going on here? Because it felt like between the first Bad Boys, I want to say that's going way, way, way back to 1994, perhaps. Back when both of these guys, especially Martin, was at the top of his game. You might recall Martin Lawrence had his own sitcom. Martin Lawrence, in some regard, folks, ready? He was kind of the pre-David Chappelle. And when I say that, it's because he had very, at the time, cutting-edge comedy. He had his own TV show, a sitcom. He was kind of living on the edge. I think there was some story of Martin Lawrence like freaking out in the middle of Hollywood or something, like being, I don't know if he was naked or just screaming in the middle of the streets. So he was kind of the pre-Chappelle, and Will Smith was just getting his groove on back in '94. Of course, he had his wonderful sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which I've actually been watching some reruns on the old Peacock, which is fun. And it'd be good if you had like a nice sitcom with Hillary, the original Hillary from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air sitcom, with Whitley Gilbert from A Different World, and the two of them had an apartment together and chased after rich men. That would be a good sitcom. See how creative I fucking am. So anyway, it would be called like Whitley and Hillary. I would watch it. So then, but this movie was fine. I mean, it went through the numbers, and like not like I said this time, but all these movies, whenever there's like a good guy, and all the bad guys, all the henchmen get shot and they're dead, like one bullet and the henchman's dead. But the good guys, like in this case, the son, he gets slashed in the arm, he gets slashed in the face, he gets slashed in the stomach. You know what I mean? But he comes back for more. it's just funny that like the good guys in movies are like Jason in the Friday the 13th 8-bit Nintendo game. Like, you can fucking do whatever you want to them and they don't die. You know, slash, slash, slash. This whole storyline of the young Caucasian female, she looked to be 15 or 16, and fucking Mike's son, like, saves her, and then her mom wants to kill the guy. I'm like, what's going on? I don't follow all this. And they kept these fucking flashbacks. Like, they just paid Joey Pantalone's fucking condo fees for a year with this massive paycheck he's going to get for basically doing two days worth of work, if that. Because he's in all these little flashback moments, and, you know, here he is in heaven and all this shit. I mean, that's such a cheap cop-out now. They even did that back in Rocky V. Like, they killed off poor Mickey. They should have never killed Mickey or Apollo, by the way, in the Rocky series. So in Rocky V, they trumpet out, you know, Mickey. Who's the gentleman that played Mickey? Wonderful actor, Burgess Meredith. So they trot him out in like this fucking weird dream sequence with Rocky in the middle of the ring. Hey, kid, you know. So it's just funny. That's like these movies have like kill character regret. Can I make that a thing? Where like we kill the character and then we say, fuck, we shouldn't have killed him. So then they do stuff like they bring out his identical twin or her identical twin, or they trot out a ghost, or they trot out a dream sequence. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So anyway, but yeah, this Bad Boys movie, Ride or Die, I mean, people are gonna like it. They're gonna finger fuck themselves about this Will Smith getting slapped. That's gonna be the big thing. Oh my God. Okay, he's getting millions of dollars for this horse shit, and we're finger fucking ourselves because a guy took a few slaps in a movie to reference the fact that he slapped an innocent human being in real life. Okay, wow. So anyway, it's food for the masses. It's your serving of sugar for you to go about your summer. Here's your little spoon-fed entertainment, America and world. Here's your Bad Boys Ride or Die. Go about your business. Here's your sliced oranges for the soccer game, kids. It's fine. I mean, it's not as challenging as my work, Fight or Play Basketball, my wonderful novel, A Distance from Avalon. I mean, if you want to see a movie that's going to challenge your intellect, go to One Man and a Camera Films and watch Blood Sugar Sedace, my goddamn movie. It'll fucking bend your mind more than this horse shit. But anyway, it's entertainment. It's another log on the fire of pop culture. It's horse shit in a handbag. It's a 2.5 star for me. Like I said, other people like this one more than I did because I felt like I was missing something. I even told myself, watch the original Bad Boys before trotting off to the theater tonight, and I just didn't have the time. I'm a busy guy. I'm painting acrylics over on one artist, Mike Messier. I'm writing wonderful scripts, wonderful books. I don't have time to watch every fucking sequel, prequel, dequel, and whatever the fuck will. I'm doing my own thing, as I'm sure you are, fine folks. But hey, it's June. It's starting to feel a lot like Christmas. The children are out of school. The parents are babysitting, taking the children to movies. Everyone's excited. The pool is full of asshole families blocking up my pool time. Everyone's doing their thing, and that's fine. So it's your buddy Mike Messier, MikeMessier.com. You can go to my website or not. It's a free country. Ride or Die, Mike Messier.